Hello, CQ, CQ, CQ. Hello, CQ, CQ, the old friends net. This is WA4LLR, Dave in Burnsville, North Carolina, calling CQ the old friends net. This net meets 3 times weekly on this frequency, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m., Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. The net is conducted in the Amplitude Modulation mode and carried out in the roundtable format. I'll take a list of check-ins and we'll get everybody in order and proceed with the net. So, stations wishing to check into today's Old Friends Net, give WA4LLR a call and come now.
N4LQ.
WA4R.
KG4IUQ.
WB4ARK. WB4NKL.
W4KR.
November 4 Alpha Kilo.
BVC. WA4EVK.
KJ4YEV.
WA4FJQ. I guess I was doubling.
K4GDN.
Okay, I have to, let's see here, now what we got going on. Well, I think I've lost, there we go. Alright, fellas, I have to apologize. I've got a 25 to 30 over noise that sounds like an electric arc. So, I'm going to have help with weaker stations. So let me tell you what I've got. I've got N4LQ, KG4IUQ, WB4ARK, WB4NKL, K4JAL, K1VVC, WA4EBK, KJ4YEV, WA4FJQ, and WN4PFI. Who did I miss?
WF2U Whiskey Foxtrot 2 Uniform.
And KN4R.
W4KR.
November 4 Alpha Kilo N4AK.
Okay. Boy, I tell you, this is something. Mayor, I'm going to put you right after Steve. I think you checked in early, but there was a double plus this horrendous noise that I've got going on here. So I'm going to do this. N4LQ, WF2U, KG4IUQ, WB4ARK, WB4NKL. Stan, I'm going to put you in here. W4KR, K4JAL, K1VVC, WA4EVK, KJ4YEV, WA4FJQ, WN4PFI, and N48K. Who did I miss?
KN4R. Kilowatt, November 4, Romeo. EC.
Wow.
Okay, well, let's see. This thing's not muting correctly. I'm having all kind of fun today. Okay, I got KN4R and W4MEC. Who else?
You missed George. K4GDN checked in.
Okay, where did he come in?
Right after Doak.
I got Doak, but where did George come in?
After Doak.
Okay, after Doak. Alrighty. I'll put him here. Let's see. After Doak. Where's Doak at on this list? Alright, after PFI. K4GDN. Okay. Anyone else? Guys, I apologize immensely. I don't know what all's going on here today, but it's one of those days. One more time down the list. N4LQ, WF2U, KG4IUQ, WB4ARK, WB4NKL, W4KR, K4JAL, K1VVC, WA4EBK, let's see here, KJ4YEV, WA4FJQ, WN4PFI, K4GDN, N4AK, KN4R, and W4MEC. Anyone else? Okay, my word of honor. What a time. Anyway, 32 degrees overcast and doing nothing at the moment. So, Steve, kick it off, and I'll pray that this noise goes away. N4LQ, WA4LLR.
All right, Dave. WA4LLR, N4LQ. Yeah, I hope you can track that noise down. I wonder if you've got any idea from whence it cometh. But, well, I'm running the AF-68 and the brand spanking new HQ140X that I got from Cliff, and everybody sounds beautiful on it. And with that, I'll turn it over to Mayor WF2U, N4LQ.
Yeah, Roger. N4LQ and the group, this is WF2U. Good afternoon. Good to hear so many stations. Conditions are pretty good. Everybody's actually booming in. Nobody's weak or hard to copy. I'll give reports later, but Dave, you banging in here at 20 over 9, and so are you, Steve. And I think many are pushing the S-meter to about that same region. The bend is totally quiet, and it's 41 degrees and cloudy. And this is the highest the temperature went up today. And running the Yaesu station, the separate receiver, the FR101 Delta, and the transmitter is the FL101. Driving the Yaesu FL2100 Bravo linear amplifier, putting out about 300 watts peak, and the antenna is the end fed halfway for 80 meters. And so with that, it goes to KG4IUQ. This is WF2U.
Thank you very much, Mayor. You're sounding good. Everybody's sounding good here. I'm hoping that my sound is good today. I've been fighting with this thing, trying to learn how to get it set up, and I'm speaking about just a couple inches into the microphone today. I've adjusted my modulation, and I think that it's doing better, but I don't know yet. Somebody can tell me. I'm running the AF-68, and I'm putting out about 50 watts, no amplifier, using a half-wave dipole. I'm going to turn it over now to WB4ARK, buddy. This is KG4IUQ.
KG4IUQ, WB4ARK. Okay, Mark, well, you sound pretty good. Your audio is right in there. I'm on a ARC-5 unit today. Got a modulator, BC456, transmitters, a BC696A, control box BC451, and the mic is a TS15 from my BC1010 walkie-talkie. So that was the best mic I could get. I'm only running about 20 watts out, according to the 20 to 30 watts out, according to the watt meter. So I hope my reception is okay. And the temperature here is about 41 degrees. Been that about all day, except early this morning. It was 23 very early this morning, about 7, and steadily warmed up a little bit. Well, that's about it for right now. We'll send it on to Cliff, WB4NKL, WB4ARK.
Yeah, WB4ARK, it's WB4NKL. Okay, buddy. Hey, the ARC-5, ARC-5 sounding good. Not quite up to your normal signal here, but copied you just fine. And Mark, your audio was good on the Elmac. It's about 32 degrees here and about 52 in the shack. I didn't get out here till late to turn some heat on, so I hadn't warmed up a whole lot. The weather, just looking at the forecast, tomorrow's the warm day, supposed to get up about 42, but from then on, I don't think it ever gets out of the 30s for the highs and the teens at night, so I guess winter time is on top of us. Send it on around. Big group in here. I copied everybody fine. Sorry about your noise, Dave. That's aggravating. Go ahead, Stan. W4KR. It's WB4NKL.
Okay, Cliff. W4NKL and the old friends group W4KR. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's 43 here this afternoon. It's overcast like it is pretty much everywhere else around the area. I came down here and got things warmed up and was freezing to death, so I went upstairs and got my old ICOM heavy jacket, and it's now more comfortable. And I brought a cup of coffee down with me. Let's see what's going on here today. Copying everybody, pretty much everybody. George wasn't real strong, but maybe we'll see what we can do next time. What's on today is the Ranger, driving the Thunderbolt about 300 watts out, and the receiver's an NC183D. It's the usual mic RE20, usual audio setup, RE27, driving the Orban 9100, which drives the Ranger. Anyway, with that, we're going to turn it right on down to K4JAL. Jimmy, how you doing? This is W4KR Walhalla.
W4KR, K4JAL. Well, I'm doing good, Stan. It sounds like you are too. I'm on the ART-13 doing about 110 watts. Listening on the SDR console and going out through an end-fed multibander. Buddy, your 30 watts sounded okay up here. It was about 30 over. Of course, I've got this insensitive SDR meter on this SDR console. I wish Steve would tell me how to make this thing a little more accurate.
Buddy was about 30, and here comes Cliff in with a gangbuster signal, and he was 40 over. So there's something not kosher there. Anyway, over to you, John. K1VVC, K4JAL.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jimmy. K4JAL in the group, K1VVC. Well, kind of an overcast day. I guess that's what everybody's been having, but that's what you expect in the wintertime, I guess. Nothing new to report here, luckily. I'm running the Johnson Viking 1 today and receiving on the Pearson KP81 with the half-wave end-fed antenna. That's about all I'll say here. So with that, K4EVK. I think it goes to you, Boone. K1VVC.
K1VVC, WA4EVK. Thank you, John. I tell you what, I'm running the AF-68 into a Swan and then to an end-fed half-wave. On the receive side, there I've got an SDR receiver with a big spectrum panel. And Dave, I sympathize with you because at my location, I can only describe the spectrum that I'm seeing as an RF garbage bucket. It beats anything I've had lately. And with that, I'm going to send it on down to Al. KJ4 YEV to take it, WA4EVK.
WA4EVK in the group, KJ4 YEV. I'm on the DX60 buffer as usual, no amplifier. Hearing everybody really good. Propagation must be really good today. Everybody's got a good strong signal and there's not much noise, so I like that. The temperature has dropped a little bit here since lunchtime. Around noon it was 42 degrees. It's 38 now. Light rain falling with a little bit of sleet mixed in. So with that, I'll pass it on to, let's see, goes to Tom, WA4FJQ. Take it away, Tom.
KJ4YEV, this is WA4FJQ. Okay, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, we got a little snow flying here a few minutes ago, but it's all gone. I hope it stays gone. My wife loves snow, but hopefully we don't get a bunch of it here. The rig is the AF-68 with a D104 amplified mic, receiving on a 75 S3C receiver, and putting the signal into a Centurion amp, putting out about 250 on a carrier, so maybe a kilowatt on peaks. But other than that, the weather here is about the same as everybody has reported. Signals are all good, no problems with that. I've got a little SWR issue on my tuner that I'm not sure what's going on, maybe a limb up on the antenna or something like that. And I may have to check out because I got a phone call that I got to return in just a little bit here. At any rate, let me turn it down to dope. WN4PFI, WA4FJQ.
WA4FJQ, Tom. This is WN4PFI. Dope in Texas, where it is overcast and 36 degrees. We've had some smattering of rain today, and been kind of a gloomy day. Running a DX60 into a Warrior amplifier, and well, that's about all for right now. I'm copying everybody. Got good signals on everybody, and George, I'm hoping you're hearing me. You go ahead and take it. K4 GDN. To take it, this is WN4 PFI.
This is K4 GDN. I'm having an awful hard time talking folks here today. I've got a noise level about F5. I'm running about 200 watts from the homebrew A11 linear. But I'm gonna sign off on this one. I'm having a hard time copying it. I'm not sure who to send it to. So Dave, straighten it out. WA4LLR K4 GDN. Sorry about that, guys.
It goes to Glenn.
Yeah, I was copying George fine up here in Sunset. So I guess just noise on his end. K4GEN, Myrtle Beach, November 4 Alpha Kilo. It's 44 degrees over here, and of course cloudy, as I guess it's probably cloudy over the whole area. I'm on the DX100, excuse me, DX100 and the HQ180A receiver today. Noise level is very low over here at Sunset today, so copying everybody. And it's certainly nice to hear such a nice big group. Brian, over to you. KN4R, N4AK.
Okay, Glenn, N4AK and the old friends. This is Brian, KN4R, on the Globe Champ and listening on the Black HRO. I've been working on getting the Australian HRO in the case, and I hope to have it sitting in here in just a little bit. But happy birthday to you, Glenn, by the way. And I won't ask you the age, and but I will congratulate you on your on the age. How about that? And Dave, sorry about the noise up there. I wonder if it's something you've heard before, or if this is like a brand new issue up there on the hill. So anyway, copying everybody just fine here. Over to you, Charlie. W4MEC in the group, KN4R.
Okay, Brian, real good. KN4R and group W4MEC. Everybody's coming in good here this afternoon. No issues. Even George was good and loud. Sorry he's got the noise issues. We're running the Heathkit tribe here, Apache Mohawk, and a 160 meter inverted V through a tuner in window line. I can't operate any band below 20 meters from my other shack, so that eliminates a lot of gear there. So, and let's see, had a good turnout for lunch on Thursday. And Tom, if we would have known that W4JPL was coming, you probably could have caught a ride with him. He was coming over from the Raleigh area to pick up a radio over here, and probably drove right by where you live. So, let's see. Sorry about the noise up there, Dave. I was sitting there thinking, except for the electric fence and the hot tub that was about 3/4 of a mile away, that I have not heard in quite a while now. This is a pretty quiet, has been a very quiet area for all these years. Very seldom do I have to put up with any local racket of any kind, so knock on wood on that. So, and right now it's a very quiet day on the band, so. All right, I'm Tom Charlie, so WA4LLR, W4MEC.
All right, fine business, Charlie. Let me take a quick standby. Do we have any others that would like to join? Come now.
KZ4 Bravo.
November 4 Whiskey Delta.
All right, I recognizing KZ4B and November 4 Whiskey Delta. Any others? Okay, John, go ahead, pick it up, make a transmission, give it over to Bruce, N4WD. And Bruce, send it back to me, KZ4B, WA4LLR.
Okay, WA4LLR in the group, KZ4B, fine business. I would have been here on time, but I was watching the news and fell asleep. So that messed me up, to say the least. We're just trying to stay warm here. The wife went out to get a pizza and said that there was a very light smattering of snow that she observed while she was out. So I hope it doesn't get any worse than that. It sounds like by the weather forecast that the crud is going to stop just south of the Virginia line. We will see. That's for sure. So, taking on over, Bruce. By the way, we're on the usual T150
driving the Ameritron AL-82, feeding a resonant dipole at the end of a long length of RG-213 coax, about 150 feet thereof. So, take it away, Bruce. The N4WD in the group, KZ4B, over.
Okay, John. K4ZD, N4WD. Oh, it sounds good. Weather here is overcast, 42 degrees. The low tonight's 40, and then it gets colder and colder. And I went out earlier, and I guess you'd call it a fog. It wasn't raining, it wasn't mist. It was just there. So late too, I was on 6 meters and looked at the clock and said, "Oh, shit." So here I be. Hope everyone's doing good and had a good New Year since the last time we all met. So let's say Dave, WA4LLRN4WD.
All right, Bruce, fine business. One more standby. Anyone else? Call now.
Ask Bruce if 6 meters was open, was that just a local contact? N4AK?
Did you copy that, Bruce?
Yeah, well, let's see, I worked Canada, Wisconsin, Georgia, North Carolina, Mint Hill, North Carolina. Don't know where that's at. Charlie, go. Roger, thank you.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good opening. Okay, one more standby. Anyone else? All right, guess that has us. Okay, very good. 19 check-ins thus far. So, a good group. Now, I'll tell you how strong your signals are. My noise is pretty much a constant 25 over, and everybody is coming over it with the exception of George. So we got some strong signals and good band conditions today. It was a pleasure seeing such a great group at the luncheon, 23, I believe, and just had a good time, and as usual, some trading and stuff going on in the parking lot afterwards. Always fun to do that. Mir, thanks for the signal report. All the Elmacs sound good. Mark, you've got the audio sounding good on that AF-68. And Buddy, your 20 to 30 watts on the ARC-5 is coming over the noise up here, so you're at least 30 over, as Jimmy said. And Stan, the Ranger and Thunderbolt combo sounds wonderful. Everybody's doing really good. Boone, you're blasting in with that AF-68, and Al, you're blowing the doors off up here with the DX-60. And Doak, the DX-60 and Warrior combo is a great sound. Glenn, happy birthday to you. And Brian, in answer to your question about is this a new or old irritation, I have heard it sporadically, but it's constant this afternoon. So I'm going to try to do some noise sleuthing here after a while. I may just pull the breaker, the mains for the house, and fire one of the rigs up on a battery and see if it's gone. It sounds exactly like a power line arc, but it's constant now. It's not sporadic, and that may be the case. An insulator or something may have broken in the wind. Who knows? I hope that's not the case. I hope it's something in the house that I can find real quickly. But good to hear you, Bruce. I don't think I've talked to you this year, but Happy New Year to you. As far as space weather goes, sunspot count today is 193, solar flux index is 209, and the K is 4, so it's a bit unsettled. A few items from this day in history. On this day in 1933, construction was begun on the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. On this day in 2005, the dwarf planet Eris was discovered. On this day, 1973, Bruce Springsteen released his debut album. Of course, Bruce is probably most well known for God Bless the USA. Let's see. on this day in 1919, Anton Drexler founded the German Workers' Party, which became the Nazi Party. On this day in 1914, following the success of the Model T, American automobile maker Henry Ford raised his workers' pay from $2.40 to $5 a day and reduced the hours of the workday. And on this day in 1972, President Nixon launched the Space Shuttle program. So there we go. Let's go back around. N4LQ, WA4LLR.
Bruce Springsteen, and God bless the U.S. I didn't know that. Okay, WA4LLR, N4LQ. Very good. You're about the loudest one here, Dave. That noise is helping your transmitter out. I didn't catch what it is, but it's very, very high level of modulation. Along with you and Tom are just killing me over here with massive loud audio. And the signal strength is good on all you guys. Everybody sounds good here. And let's see. Today I've discovered that Amazon and Grubhub have gotten in cahoots. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can click something in there and you'll automatically be subscribed to Grubhub, and all your deliveries are free if you've got Prime. I tried it today, and well, the only catch is the restaurant, which are just about everybody, the restaurant charges extra, so it makes up for what you save by not paying delivery. It's a scam, I guess. And Jimmy, okay, on your you said your S meter was insensitive, but then you said somebody had 30 and 40 over 9 signals. Like, sounds to me like it's generous, and I think mine's a bit generous too, and I don't know of any way to adjust it. 30, 40 over is pretty common. It seems like almost everybody reads that on it. You can kick in the attenuators down there on the left and cut them back a bit, but yeah, I think that is kind of weird. Let's see. I think that's about it. Mark, you're sounding good over here on your microphone. No problem at all. KG4. I mean, what am I saying? WF2U, N4LQ.
Yeah, N4LQ and the group WF2U. Yeah, very good. Wow, what a long list. That's a big net this afternoon, but I have reports for everybody. I'll list them quickly. All right. So let's see. After me, it's Mark S9 plus 5 to 10 with a little QSB. 10 over 9. Cliff 10 over 9. Stan 15 over 9. John 15 over 9. Boone 15 over 9. L, a little QSB dipping to 5 dB over 9 to 15, going up to 15. Tom 5 to 10 over 9. Dope 20, nice steady 20 dB over 9. George peaking up to S8 from about S5, 6. Averaging about S7. Glenn 20 over 9. Brian 10 to 20 over 9 with a little QSB. Charlie 15 to 20 dB over 9. John 10 to 15 dB over 9. And Bruce, you're 5 dB over 9. So signals all in all are very, very good. It was good to see everybody at the luncheon. And so that was fun. And just think of it, almost 3 weeks from now, we're going to have another one. Oh, just about 3.5 weeks. So, yeah, everybody sounds good audio-wise. And have no problems copying anyone. So, we'll pass it on to Mark. Without any further ado, KG4IUQ and the group, this is WFTO.
Thank you very much, Mayor. You're sounding good here. LLR Dave, I'm sorry to hear about your noise issue. I hope you get that found, straightened out pretty soon. LQ Steve, I wonder about that deal with the Glove Hub and Amazon. Glad to hear you say that this audio on my radio is doing good. ARK Buddy, you sound good. NKL Cliff, you're sounding good here. Stan, you sound good. W4KR. Jimmy, K4J8L with the RT13, you sound good. Program BBC with the Johnson Viking 2, you sound good here. And Boom with the AF-68 to the Swan, it sounds good. I wonder what kind of item that is. The Swan, I guess it's an amplifier. Al, YEV, you sound good. Tom, WA4FJQ, sounds like you say that you're really running some power. That sounds like maybe 1,000 watts. You're sounding good here. Dope, WN4PFI, good sound. And N4AK, you sound good here. I don't have a meter, or I would give reports, but that's all I can do is say if I'm not. KN4R, Brian, good sound. W4MEC, good sound. John, KZ4B, you're sounding good. And W4WD, N4WD, you sound good here. I'm going to be getting Harvey Wells CBS 50D in the mail. I'm going to try to get that thing running on. Otherwise, I'll take it down. C. Working well. Microphone. I ordered some parts. Now being running today.
He lost his audio.
KG4IUQ. Well, Mark, I think you lost something there. Your audio went to almost zero. And the last part of your transmission, I was just barely able to copy that you turned it over to me. Maybe you've got an amplifier that went out on you. Anyhow, thank you very much for the signal reports. And let's see, got a little bit of sunshine that came through the window here. I guess it's must be a break in the clouds. George, if you're listening, I could copy you without any problem here. Like Wally, as a number of others mentioned, that they can copy you just fine. And yeah, I put together this ARC 5 unit this morning. Well, actually last night. And I had the modulator, all the cables to connect them when I did field day a couple of years ago. So I put it all together, and I'm running it off of a fixed power supply, not a dynamotor. So that makes it nice. Fire it up anytime I want, and without having an extra power source to power it in. So I didn't have a mic that would work well. My D104s don't work too well through my amplifier box. So I tried out the TS, one of the headsets for my walkie-talkie, and it works just fine. I mean, I get audio, so I hope everybody can hear me without any problems with this microphone. And I guess that's, well, we're looking for possibly some snow next Friday. We're calling for next Friday's snow. That, the weather service has been very accurate for several years now. They've got this down to a science, to an art. And so, it's possible it's not ever. We'll see. It's been pretty chilly here for the last couple of days. Anyhow, guess we'll go and send it on to Clip. WB4 NKL, WB4 ARK.
WB4 ARK's WB4 NKL. Okay, buddy. Good copy. I was hearing George good too. Everybody's coming in pretty decent. Mark, your audio did drop. He started out good, but it dropped there about mid transmission, and it was still there, but really weak. Yeah, Dave, I was thinking that was Lee Greenwood that had the God Bless America song. I don't remember Bruce ever recording that. I think I'm right on that. And I'm hearing a little bit of QRN. I don't know where. I got some storms somewhere, I guess. Some kind of atmospheric noises. Hear that on some of the signals, so it's kind of odd, as cool as it is. I guess I'll make this my last one. Big group in here today, and still a little chilly out here in the shack. Don't know if I'll make it back for 160 tonight, Steve. I'll try and see what the weather does. They're still calling for snow. Just flurries is all we've had today, but they're still calling for snow. And it's like Buddy says, I think weatherman's pretty much guessing. They don't know exactly what it's going to do. 73s, and thanks for calling it, Dave. Go ahead, Stan. W4KR, WB4NKL.
Okay, Cliff. WB4NKL, W4KR. Well, first of all, on the song thing, yeah, Lee Greenwood's the one that wrote it. Dave, grab the mic there for a second. Dave, did you mean Springsteen? Go ahead.
No, that was a brain cramp. Cliff's correct.
Okay. I thought so, because I recall saw a lengthy interview that he had done just not all that long ago, and that was the topic of conversation. Anyway, we got it. Springsteen done a lot of stuff, by the way. Is he's still planning to move out of the country? Is he going to hang around? I don't know. There have been a few folks that decided after the election that this wasn't the place for him anymore, and I think Springsteen was partly one of them. Anyway, whatever. Looking at tomorrow's weather, it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be cloudy till morning, and then we're going to be partly sunny. But the prediction for down here is at 11 o'clock, 50 degrees. Praise the Lord. 50 degrees tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. I'd been looking for some time a E.F. Johnson 250-42-1, which is oh shucks, what do you call them? The attenuator that they built that they made for to put between some rigs, and I put the word out to Timtron a couple months ago, and lo and behold, one appeared on my doorstep. I found one. He found one up in New England. The guy sent it down, wouldn't take any money, and wouldn't even let me reimburse him for the postage. But the thing looked like it was brand new, and I opened it up, and sure enough, it looked like it had never been abused. So it now sits between the Ranger and the Thunderbolt, and I don't have to mess around with deloading the Ranger. Just let it run about 35 or 40 watts, and the attenuator takes care of it from there. It's a classic T-pad by the look of it, and it works. So don't have a look anymore. I had put a watt in QRZ and got two responses. Both of them turned out to be bogus. One was allegedly from a fellow who had passed on. It was a silent key, an N1, and another one was some dude out in Colorado, and I could never get a call or a phone number or an email address. So I put him in the don't do it box. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna have to run up and Sunday is Stan make the dinner day, so I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I'll hang out through the rest, Dave. But then next time around, let's see. It's gonna be buddy. You turn it to Jimmy next time. That's what happens. With that, Jimmy, here it comes. I think there was something else I wanted to say, but can't recall what it was. Continue to copy everybody fine. A little weak audio there for a while at the end, but in one transmission, but that was it. K4JAL, this is W4KRCL next week.
WK4R, K4JAL. Well, buddy, don't worry about it. I don't see how there could be a 7-3 round with the number of people we've got. Yes, Steve, I meant to say it was generous. Sensitive is what I meant to say. Oh well, nothing can be done about that. Yeah, old Steve, Bruce Springsteen, one of my unfavorite people. I once had a blind date with a girl that I didn't like, and I did a Bruce Springsteen Born in the USA version standing on the tabletop with my tie tied around my head. That date ended the way I wanted it to. I was such a popular guy. Okay. K1 VVC, K4JAL, 7-3 guys.
K4JAL, K1 VVC. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. I guess it seems to be okay now. Well, Dave, thanks very much for doing the net today. Enjoyed speaking to you and Irvina at the lunch, and everybody else worked out real well. Enjoyed it thoroughly. And, I made the arrangements for next month already. Over to you, Boone. WA4EVK, K1VVC.
K1VVC in the group, WA4EVK. John, you've got a little intermittent audio hum. I guess it's audio in there every once in a while. It just comes and goes. Anyway, sound like a loose connection. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'm sitting over here scratching my head over some SDR receiver issues. My noise, Brian, went away. It appeared to be, one of them appeared to be a conversation. It was a radio transmission. I mean, it just had all the patterns of another station. I've got 3 or 4 hams within a mile or so. It could have been one of those simply overpowering this SDR receiver. I've got to make some changes there. And with that, I'm going to say 73s to everyone. Enjoyed it. A great group in here this evening. And KJ4YEV to take it. WA4EVK 73s.
WA4EVK in the net, KJ4YEV. Well, Dave, I hope you get that noise straightened out. That can be hard to track down sometimes. I had the same thing happen here a couple of months ago, and it turned out to be a low power supply, which charges a wrong cordless drill. I was just leaving it plugged in all the time, so now I just plug it in when I'm charging the drill, and that fixed that problem. And Steve, our radio club meets tomorrow night, the G-Cars Club that I'm a member of, and also Bob, W4JFA. And the subject is going to be in-fed half-wave antennas, and I think they're going to show your YouTube video on the subject. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And with that, I'll say 73 to all. It's a big net today, so good to hear everybody. So WA4FJQ to take it. This is KJ4YEV.
KJ4YEV, WA4FJQ. Okay, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, 73s to everybody. Enjoyed the net. Excellent copy all around, no problems. A little bit of QSP, but nothing serious, and I got to go. My daughter called me and said her car won't start, so now I get to play with jumper cables and then get to an auto parts place and get a new battery. I think that's what it is. So I'm going to turn it down to Doak WN4PFI, and this is WA4FJQ, off and clear.
WN4FJQ, okay, Tom. This is WN4PFI, still copying everybody just fine. Just one little note I want to share with you. There's a young boy at the church I attend that he's about 16. He is autistic, and he has shown some interest in this bunch of junk radios I have. But he was particularly interested in Morse code, so I dug out my old Heathkit code practice oscillator out of a box, and I've got one of my straight keys here and hooked it up. So I'm going to try to get that to him tomorrow and kind of get him started on learning some Morse code and see how it goes. As I don't know if any of you have been around autistic people or children, I have. Sometimes their attention span is short, so we'll see how that goes. But I was, just tickled to be able to help him out. I'd say 73, Dave, this is, thank you for calling the net, and I'll make this my last one. I will listen to the end. Thank you all for letting me be on here today. I think George is gone, so Glenn, go ahead and take it. M4AK, this is WN4PFI, be clear. Good afternoon, guys.
Okay, George, is George still in here?
Yeah, I'm trying. Can you copy me?
Yeah, go right ahead. K4JD and 4AK.
Okay, I changed antennas. I was having trouble copying. I was on the vertical, and I'm running the
in-fed half wave now. So picking up everybody a lot better, but there is some QSB on there. I'm running the Ranger 2, not putting out too much power into an attenuate. I think about 10 watts going into the Homebrew 811s. Like I say, I switched over to the in-fed half wave, and things are a lot better now. I'm receiving on HQ 178, so things are better here. Thanks for putting up with me there. So with that, I guess I'll pass it back to you, Glenn, and I'm going to say 73 on this, but I'll listen to the end. N4AK, K4GDN.
Okay, George, K4GDN in the group, N4AK. You're doing very well with that antenna, and situation sounds great here. And thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I first got on the air in 1957, and I've been on the air, I don't believe I missed a year. Even in Vietnam, I was on the air doing something. So anyway, the body age is 84, the mental age is about 18, so beware. Thanks, everybody. For checking in today. It's been wonderful hearing everybody. Hope the weather doesn't impact us too bad. I gotta run into town tomorrow to get a doctor's appointment. You know how that always happens. Worst day you can go is Monday when it's raining. So I'll pass along my 7.3s. And Dave, thanks for calling to us, and hope your noise abates. So, KN4R, Brian on the Globe Champ, N4AK.
Okay, Glenn, very good. N4AK in the group, KN4R. Very good. Well, congratulations on 84 and 18, Glenn. That's terrific. You're someone we would like to emulate. So there you go. Hey, and George, you were just booming in that last transmission here. So strongest I think I've ever heard you. So congratulations on that. And I don't have much else. Tom, good luck with the daughter's car and getting a new battery. And Doak, great on the CW code practice oscillator for the gentleman there at your church. And I have a nephew who is autistic, and it's amazing what they focus on and how deeply they focus on a topic. In his case, it's elevators and escalators. He just loves elevators and escalators. So maybe your gentleman will love Morse code. You never know. So anyway, I'll say 73s. Dave, thanks again for running the net. I hope your noise level goes away, or you figure out what it is or whatever. And try to be on tonight on 160 at 8 o'clock. So Charlie, take it away. W4MEC in the group, KN4R. Okay, Brian, KN4R, and the first W4MEC. Well, plane crashes normally happens in threes, and now we've got me and my daughter's car, and now Tom and his daughter's car. So one of you fellows out there with a daughter better get ready with the toolbox, because you're up. Let's see. Yep, Springsteen was persona non grata in North Carolina by the previous governor, because the previous governor refused to sign men allowed in the women's restrooms. So both he and some basketball team of no consequence that wanted to play down here, at least no consequence to me, wouldn't come to North Carolina because they wouldn't allow men in the women's bathroom. So I say good riddance. So anyway, I've been sitting here during the net working on a Fillmore CS3 push-button coaxial switch, and found out what was wrong with it when the main input port, the insulator and the center contact of the SO239 was pushed in, and the pin was shorting to the ground. So that fixed most of it, but a little lubrication for the mechanism that has a push button, like an old radio, car radio, and a little contact cleaner has made it work. I think it'd be a CB switch, or that's what it's probably, looking at the components inside of it, it's probably what it is, but make a good receiver swapper here. And the unused ports are grounded with a 50-ohm 1/8-watt resistor, over which one of them is totally smoked. So somebody was trying to transmit something through there, I guess. So anyway, what else we got? That's about it from here. And let's see, I had something, but it totally slipped my mind. I should have wrote a note down there, but I didn't. But we'll think of it on Tuesday. So, if this is the official 73 round, 73, but if not, I'll hang around to the official net closing. KZ4 Bravo in the group. W4 Mystic.
Okay, W4 MEC in the group, KZ4B, fine business, Charlie. Looks like there's some fairly major rapid QS Baker on a lot of the signals, but they're generally quite strong. John, I think that there was a problem maybe in your mic cable or connector where AC hum would come and go. So I'm sure you can track that down. I think maybe Boone commented on that, and but it is there, or was, but it's intermittent, so you can fix it. And thanks for calling the net, Dave. Hope everybody can stay warm. I've been cold for the last few days. I haven't even gone on my walk. I hate winter. That's all I can say. But I don't want to move to Florida because I don't like to be hot and humid. I'm hard to please. So, everybody, like I say, have a good week and have a happy and prosperous new year. So, I want to tell you, Bruce, N4 Whiskey Delta, KZ4, be clear by listening.
Okay, Yarn, thank you. N4 WD. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess if we get anything, it'll be Monday morning. Or Tuesday morning. It's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow, and then it's cold, and the moisture will still be in. Grubhub. Yeah, it costs more at the restaurant because the restaurant's paying Grubhub to deliver the food. They get their money from the restaurant. And I found my CW on the, what I thought was on the power line. It was a trickle charger on a guy's motorcycle in the garage down the street. It, every time it changed cycles or whatever it was doing, it would sound like Morse code. So I got him one to replace it, and he'll give me his, and I'll send it down the road somewhere far away from my house to somebody that needs it. Other than that, everything's good. Hope everybody has a good rest of the week to come. God's blessings on there. And I'll say 73s will be listening, and 6 meters has all of a sudden got quiet there. WA4LLR, N4WD.
Okay, excuse me, N4WD. And the old friends, WA4LLR. Well, boy, I'm glad you solved the code on the power line issue. Now, if I can solve my, excuse me, my noise problem, that would be good. Glenn, congratulations on being on the air since 1957, and happy birthday. And Doak, if you're still listening, good deal on the kid, the autistic kid in the Morse code. I got a friend up here that's autistic, and he's a ham. I think he operates mainly 2 meters and 440, but he functions quite well. And George, if you're still listening, man, when you went to that end-fed, you climbed over the noise up here, so it sure made a difference. John, I think VVC. Yeah, it sounded like you were losing the ground in your mic connection or in the plug or something. It was coming and going, but audio was remaining, but that big hum would come in there occasionally. And yes, I apologize for attributing Lee Greenwood's song to Bruce Springsteen. Oh man, talk about Talk about an oxymoron. And Steve, you were curious about the rig. I'm running the Johnson 500 today. Well, I think just about everybody's signed. Let's see who's left in here. I think Steve is. I can't remember if Mira's still here. But I've got just about everybody marked out. So I guess we'll go ahead and close the net down. If anybody wants to hang around and shoot the breeze, feel free. So I'll say 7-3, God bless, and I'm going to try to locate a noise source. It's been sporadic, but now it's constant, which is a good thing. That give me a better shot at locating it. So I'll say 7-3, God bless. Everybody have a great rest of the weekend. Stay warm, and looks like this week it's going to be kind of nippy because Monday night for us they're saying 17, Tuesday night 15, and Wednesday night 12. So yep, I guess it's winter. And John, I'm like you, brother. I don't have much love for wintertime. So 7-3. This is WA4LLR closing this session of the Old Friends Net. Have a good one.
Thanks for calling the net, Dave.
Thanks for running the net. Have a good